Sa UER actually.
Oh, magdasal ka na.
Nasa tita niya. Ngayon, problema siya ngayon ng pamilya niya eh. Kasi hindi daw inaalagaan yung bata. Kaso nga ate, hindi rin kasi, ayaw rin kasi.
And a peek into the locker room. Players. TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. This is Brian Anderson. With me, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. And reporting courtside, it's Allie LaForce. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Wallace in at the 3. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
That one's off. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Cooper. San Antonio moving the ball around. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bridges. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Memphis. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season. He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Bridges outside. The 3. First shot won't go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Abdul Rahim. Outside Payton. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Malone can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Cooper passes to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Oh, stolen by Payton. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing's over.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Kuzi. Antetokounmpo outside. The rebound by Malone.
0 for 3 from the field. The offense is still trying to find its bearings.
To the middle. And stolen by Bridges. To the inside. Here we go. One-on-one. Antetokounmpo. That's good.
Oh, man. The balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Malone. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Malone's got his second bucket on the night.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Here's Mourning. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Just 5 to shoot. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Wallace. Still without a bucket. Knocked away and out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. In third, Memphis. The Spurs, fourth.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are two squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Bridges outside. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. Now Payton. 8 points in his last timeout. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Inside. Here's Malone. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. Spurs trail by 3. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A line change here for San Antonio. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Here's Harper. Over to the left wing. Here's Baylor. Banked it in off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Hole. Pass to Red. Fires the 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen against Nembhard. Here's Harper. Goes up at the elbow. That one is off.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Hole. Oh, got a piece of it. And Harper gets it to go.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Hole. Yet to see a basket. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jamison. 4-3. Got a piece of it. Wicks the pass to Nembhard. Out to the wing. Here's Harper. Here's Baylor. Hands it from the wing. Baylor's got his second bucket on the night.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Here's Jamison. 1:52 left in the first quarter here. Allen drives. Yep, that one's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Harper. Pass to Wicks. And now Memphis on the break. Here's Allen. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Here's Harper. Pass to Baylor. Here's Wicks. Here's Baylor. Hauled in by Brown. Nembhard against Allen. To the right side. Here's Wicks. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight. Memphis making a switch here. Avdia's checked in.
One shot. Sidney Wicks. Shooting one.
32 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Hole. No points yet. Pass to Red. Over Nembhard. Red can't get it to go. The Spurs have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Here's Harper. With 2 seconds left, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. San Antonio shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Good on both. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs up 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies, we've got Abdia, and it's Abdur-Rahim in at the power forward position. Malone can't get it to go.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Bridges. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Memphis with a rebound. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Here's Abdur-Rahim. No made baskets yet. Spins. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J is on the way, and it's all missing. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Now here's Bridges. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Here's the pick. And Peyton, here we go. It's Abdia on the wing. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Here's Abdur-Rahim, following that last three-pointer by San Antonio. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
And you look at Allen, he's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. and he certainly has the ability to do so.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Back to you guys.
It sure does. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here's Kuzi. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the wing on the left. Here's Antetokounmpo. Against contact. Giannis stays strong. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Clock at 4. Here's Allen. The rebound by Baylor.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Back to Allen. Shoots over Harper. Allen can't get it to go. Spurs lead by 10. There's the drive. Wicks. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. And so Tomas Isalo calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Now here's Wallace. No points so far. Here's Red. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. No good off the glass. Harper passes to Baylor. To the left wing. Here's Wicks. Memphis with a rebound.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks.
And that game against the Kings, things starting to solidify as that game is going to be number 10 on the year for them. Teams will be getting sharper every time out.
To the left side wing. Pass to Payton. Here's Jamison. Brown with a screen. Jamison passes to Brown. Back come the Spurs in transition.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Wicks. Jamison grabs the board. Grizzlies trail by 12. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Baylor. Blocked by Wallace.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
The three ball. They grab their own miss. Rejected by Allen.
You gotta love that. Allen is a paint protector who will challenge anyone who comes his way.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Brown. That one a little long.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
It's stolen. Here's Hole. He's scoreless. Off the outside. Here's Jamison. Wicks grabs the board. Wicks has got 4 rebounds in the game. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Wicks has got 7 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's San Antonio with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the San Antonio Spurs.
Their bench doesn't look like a bench at all. It looks like they have 2 starting units.
And that means no rest for the defense. They're out there huffing and puffing.
And next up, here's a look at some of the contenders for the fan-favorite three-point contest.
The dunk contest and the three-point contest are the only things missing from my resume. Now I regret not doing them.
I would actually pay to see you in a 3-point shootout. That's great television right there.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. San Antonio leading by 16. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Allen. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Well, San Antonio's shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Kuzi, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bridges. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Spurs lead by 20.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Now here's Allen. There's the three. Nails it from 3. Allen's got 10 points.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Allen. Down low. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Kuzi, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Bridges, right side. Pulls it. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim. Abdur-Rahim's got 4 rebounds now.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up a slack.
Wallace, the pass to Abdur-Rahim. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. 5 to shoot. Here's Allen. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 12.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Antetokounmpo surveys with the drive. Oh, Giannis driving. Unstoppable, folks.
No one eats up more ground on the drive than Giannis. Gets to where he wants to be in 1 or 2 steps.
Allen outside. Back to Peyton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys.